Looking for great sound on the go without breaking the bank? You're in the right place. I've tested a bunch of portable Bluetooth speakers under $100 to find out which ones actually deliver. Whether you need something for backyard hangs, beach trips, or just rocking out at home, I've got you covered. Let's get into the list and be sure to stick around to find out which speakers punch way above their price point. Kicking things off with the most affordable option, under $40, is the ultra portable grab-and-go Soundcore Select 4 Go. This thing checks almost every box if you're after a speaker that can slip into a pocket or clip onto your bag. It's IP67 rated, so it's fully protected against dust and water, perfect for the beach, the pool, or even a rainy day hike. It has a built-in loop for carrying, plus rubber feet on the bottom, so you can even use it as an upward firing speaker when it's you and a few friends. The best part though, thanks to a 10-band custom EQ, you get full control over the sound through the Soundcore app. Go ahead, crank up the bass, tweak the mids and highs, and dial it in pretty much exactly how you like it. It honestly sounds great for its size, and it's more customizable than the more expensive JBL Go 4, not to mention it advertises over twice the battery life, up to 20 hours. Honestly, if you're looking for the most bang for your buck speaker, under 40 bucks, this might be it. Another thing to consider is that if you lose this little 5-watt speaker, replacing it won't cost you an arm and a leg. It's $34.99. In fact, at that price, you can just buy 2 of them and run them in stereo. Done. Now, why shouldn't you buy the Select 4 Go? Well, at $34, you're not exactly getting top-tier craftsmanship. It's not gonna fall apart in your hands, but take these little rubber feet, for instance, you can pretty much pull them out. And without much effort either. They're not exactly locked in. Of course, that's me being a little bit rough with it, but still, sound quality aside, when it comes to build, sometimes you really do get what you pay for. Up next, if you like the Soundcore Select 4 Go but have a bit more room in your budget and want a little extra power, check out the legendary JBL Clip 5. You've probably seen this one clipped to somebody's backpack, and for good reason. It offers the same IP67 protection rating as the Select 4 Go, but steps things up slightly with 7 watts of output compared to 5 watts. That 2-watt difference might not seem like much on paper, but in my testing, the Clip 5 definitely delivers a fuller and more satisfying sound. Sure, it costs twice as much, but you're getting JBL's solid build quality and that built-in carabiner that's actually integrated into the unit's design. There's no need to add your own clip and deal with the speaker sort of flopping around. Great unit, excellent portable design, you can't really go wrong there. You'll find the Clip 5 for $79.99. So, why shouldn't you buy the Clip 5? Honestly, I don't have much of a reason, but if you do, let me know down below in the comments. Sure, it's a bit pricier, but you are getting a noticeable step up in build quality compared to something like the Select 4 Go, and JBL also often has sales. If you want a portable speaker that's built to last, maybe you want peace of mind when it comes to durability, it's worth saving up and going for the Clip 5. Up next is a baseball-sized speaker that really packs a punch. Again, like the rest, it features an industry-standard IP67 rating, but bonus points to this one if you're hitting the lake regularly, it also floats. I'm talking about the Ultimate Ears Wonderboom 4. Now, what's unique about this one is that it offers 360-degree sound, or omnidirectional sound if you want to get technical. The drivers sit on opposite sides of the enclosure and fire the left and right channels of your music straight out the sides, which is great for sharing your tunes with a group, especially when you place it in the center of your hangout. So what's the downside to going with the Wonderboom 4? Well, because of how the drivers are laid out, there is no real sweet spot. It's almost impossible to hear both the left and right tracks of your music equally. You might miss out on some of the finer details if you're just sitting and listening solo, and there's also no app, which is kind of a bummer. If you want to make any personal EQ adjustments, you'll need to use a third-party tool. Truthfully, the Wonderboom 4 isn't my first choice for solo listening, but I did want to include it because it's tough, floats on water, and great for group hangs, even if the sound isn't the most detailed. You can snag a Wonderboom 4 for $99. Psst, okay, real quick, I've got 2 more picks for you, but you'll need to keep an eye out for when they're on sale, because when they are on sale, you'll be able to snag either of these speakers for under $100. First one to keep an eye out for is the Soundcore Boom 2. This thing pumps out 2.1 stereo sound with 80 watts of output, and it's got a fully customizable EQ, and for the party people, a built-in light show. Ow! Normally it goes for $129, but if you know Soundcore, you know they love throwing sales. You can often find it for $89, which is an absolute steal. There's a ton of value packed into this speaker, and if you do want the full breakdown, I recommend checking out my full review over at SoundGuys.com on the Soundcore Boom 2. But honestly, you could grab 2 of these, run them in stereo, and you'd still spend less than what you drop on a JBL Charge 6. Deals by Dave, coming at you live. Okay, as promised, here's one more. This one's popular and it might be a little easier to find on sale. It's paid its dues and been around a number of years, and that's the JBL Flip 6, which you can now find for $99. It's IP67, easily packable, and it sounds great. Now, if you do have a little wiggle room in your budget and you want to learn more about the differences between the Flip 6 and the newer Flip 7, you're in luck, because I do have a comparison video, which you can check out right over here. Happy listening. Yeah.